What about those damn Xbox? We need to talk about Xbox, and I'm glad I'm a PlayStation channel. But there's been a lot of closures, but one's very, very shocking because a lot of people, again, I've mentioned this game before, it's just come out to PS5. I haven't played it yet, but it looks flipping amazing. Founder Shinji Mikami on Microsoft's surprise closure of Tango Gameworks. And this is how much Xbox lied, because they said the game did very well and that they were going to invest more money into this studio. And then they shut them down. Legendary mastery of horror, Shinji has commented on the surprise closure of the studio. Tango Gameworks shuttered in the latest round of Microsoft layoffs, the creator of the Resident Evil series. Wow. Spent many years at Capcom, co-founded Platinum Games and seemed intent on training the next generation of creatives, Tango Gameworks. Wow, that is flipping sad. On Twitter, Mikami made the brief but devastating comment with the entire quote being Tango closed sad. Tango Gameworks was founded in 2010. Oh, wow, that's been open a long time. The Evil Within, they would direct the studio's first title, The Evil Within. The Evil Within before letting prodigies Hideki Kamiya, sorry if I got the name wrong, John, Shu, and Ikuma come to the fore. The approach would result in the titles like The Evil Within 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and I've heard a lot of good things about Ghostwire Tokyo, and because I liked Immortals of Avium, I need to give Ghostwire. I've got the box, but that is sad. And ultimately Hi-Fi Rush. But Tango closed sad. That is crazy. They acquire all of these studios and then they decide to shut them down. Like they realize, oh, we can't actually keep these open. And what else is mad is that, they were pitching a sequel before Microsoft closed it down. Like, what is going on at Xbox? Are they just going to come out of the gaming sector altogether? Like that, what's that? Hellblade 2 is supposedly coming in the next, was it a couple weeks? There's been no advertising. It's just very baffling what's going on. And you know what I miss? I miss the era of the PS2, PS3, mainly the PS3, because what was the PS3 with? The Xbox 360, if I'm right. Anyway, you know what I mean. Around the PS3, you all had your mates. I was always PlayStation. My mate would buy an Xbox, and I'm like, nah, this is better. This is better. Obviously, people take it too far, and they're like, no, they get way too involved in it. But I miss the times where you would have that friendly competition, and it was just, the PS3 and 360 was always the case. If I had 5 mates, 2 or 3 would have PlayStation, and it would be split. It would literally be split. The closure of Tango Gameworks in particular has been heavily criticized. Hi-Fi Rush being its most recent release, and this is probably one of Xbox's best game. Numerous social media posts and interviews, quote from various Microsoft and Xbox executives, have been dug up since the news hit. Many of them praising Hi-Fi Rush following its initial release. Needless to say, that kind of positivity certainly doesn't gel well with what Microsoft and Xbox have done. And guess what? It looks like Tango Gameworks was gearing up for a sequel. As reported by Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, the studio was in the process of pitching a follow-up according to anonymous sources. What is going on at Xbox? And another one. So Arcane, Leon director, calls out Xbox. It's an effing gut stab. That is mad. So Arcane studio head has minced precisely 0 words in his criticism of Microsoft's leadership decision to shut multiple Bethesda-owned studios, accusing the firm of turning development environments into Darwin's jungles. Bakaba made his voice heard on Twitter shortly after the news came down that Microsoft would close Tango Gameworks, Arcane Austin, and Alpha Dog Games. Furthermore, Roundhouse Studios is being folded into ZeniMax, asking for permission to be human for a moment. So this is what he said. So we need to. This is crazy. To any executive reading this is a friendly reminder that video games are an entertainment cultural industry, and your business as a corporation is to take care of your artists, entertainers, and help them create value for you. Please don't throw us into gold fever gambits. Don't use us as straw men for miscalculations and blind spots, or make our work environments Darwin's Jungles. You say we make you proud when we make a good game, but make us proud when times are tough. We know you can. We've seen it before. It's surprisingly earnest. It's a surprisingly earnest take. One will sympathize with. These are people's lives. These are like artists, and that's, you know what? Part of the reason is this. It's got to be this live service push. I think it's a number of things. Obviously, I'm not no pro. I'm just a gamer. But I feel like over the lockdown period, that is where gaming was booming. So I feel like all of these companies invested shitload of money into all of these things, thinking, oh my gosh, gaming's at its highest. Let's go. Let's invest. And then they invested into live service stuff, made so many flops. And then now that things are getting back to normal with life the last couple of years, it's like, oh, we've made some miscalculations. That's what I think, because I remember where gaming was just on the rise during that lockdown period. And you know what? There's probably so many talented artists who are now out of a job, and it's like, why did Xbox buy all of these studios to then like realize that, oh, that doesn't work like that?